beloveds. He's being greedy. He needs both hands. So, we had a cool front come through, and so the highs are in the 70s and the lows are in the 50s, but it's going to be 60s for the next couple of days, which is fun. You know, trust me, I'm thrilled to have it not in the upper 80s. So they've been enjoying having the windows open and snuggling. So, all right. Okay, are you going to? No. You're going to stand there and keep purring. I wish you could hear that purr. It's such a gentle purr, though. It just doesn't, the purrs don't translate over the in the videos unless, you know, that's what you're doing. So, because Rita had a good purr. I got one of her purrs. Okay, so we are doing a new design for living. And a new design for living. Wait, so let's do the housekeeping first. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and then hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. And then it is also a blind CC, so you won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. Nobody will see your email. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to come find out. Okay. Oh, sorry. Cat found something. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Fortunately, he went back to drinking water instead of messing with whatever it is. So, there were words. I was doing words. Oh, social media. So, I only mentioned the social media because we don't monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you are dealing with, and then engage with the individual posts by reacting, commenting, and sharing. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, depending on which platform you are on. And then I am the Running Ryan across all of the social medias that I am on. So there is that. Okay, now a new design for living. It was one of the last books that Ernest worked on before he graduated. That's just another way that we can say made his transition or, you know, passed on. He is no longer in this realm of existence. But it is the process of science of mind. Exactly. You know, what he did was he sat down with Willis Kinnear and said, okay, let's kind of go line by line. Here's how you do this and why it's important. Okay. How and why. That's why I say science of mind isn't a religion. We don't teach you what to believe. We teach you how and why it's important. We believe that what you believe is between you and the divine. So, although it was really interesting that he said that your personality is based on the God of your understanding, and I just kind of went, that kind of rocked me back on my heels. I was like, oh, my personality is based on the God of my understanding. I think I'm okay. For the most part, I've got a good personality. At least I've been told that. So, okay. So, that is what we are doing. We are currently in chapter 17. We are doing Health is Normal. Now, I'm going to remind you two things. One, normal is just a setting on the washing machine. Everybody's going to have a different normal. Okay? So, don't let the word normal throw you. And today, the article that we are doing is food for thought. So, let's see what food for thought is. An interesting sidelight is to be found in an authoritative and widely recognized medical book on psychosomatic medicine. For a long time, most people, as well as doctors, have known that warts are often removed through a process of thought. We would say through faith and prayer. I've never heard that. So that's really interesting. Warts are a virus. So I can see how that might work. Okay. In this book, we find one medic suggesting that warts be removed by the following manner. The physician has to take their time, has to be in the proper state of mind, has to concentrate, and has to be convinced of what they are doing. And in another medical handbook, we find it mentioned that psychotherapeutic suggestion might be of value for the removal of warts. From one point of view, is there any difference between a wart and a cancer of the skin? Yes. A wart is a virus, and a cancer is a cell that is growing beyond what it should. So yes, there is a difference, but let's go back to his argument. True, they are different in nature and structure, which is what I just said, but they are not the same in that they are both unnatural conditions of the skin. Okay, but are they not the same in that they are unnatural conditions of the skin? So yeah, I'm with him here. Okay. Perhaps the day will come when cancer will be included, as well as warts, to be treated with prayer and faith. An instance was related in an English medical journal about a doctor who consistently removed warts from children in this manner. A colleague tried it, and the result was that the wart on the child's hand did not go away, but the doctor got one of his own. Okay. Perhaps he thought so much about the wart being there, rather than not being there, that all he did was create one for himself. Interesting. Okay. In all processes of spiritual treatment, creative prayer or affirmative thinking, there must always be a turning away in thought from the appearance. I think that's the key. From the evidence of the disease. The condition is not ignored, but recognized as something that needs to be changed. Okay. There is not a dwelling of thought on the appearance, but instead on the idea of perfection that can and will manifest itself as health. There is nothing that can oppose this expression of health in us unless we permit it to do so. This is comparable to medical dictum that all thought, conscious or unconscious ideation, psychic energy, seeks adequate bodily expression. A great many people are concerned about their weight. One person can eat everything in sight and not gain an ounce. Another person need only take a good look at a menu and they seem to gain pounds. Wherein is the cause? Is it possible that often a person's body is so conditioned in its functioning by thought patterns that it either will or will not take on weight regardless of the amount of type of food eaten? Okay. Considering that I do work in the health industry, I found that chapter somewhat problematical, but not entirely problematical. And I am running behind on time, so let me just put this to you as plainly as I can. There is good research on prayer affecting cancer outcomes, okay? There is good research on prayer affecting the immune system. There is good research on prayer affecting the way the body functions. All of what he said is true, okay? In that instance. And I fully support using creative, affirmative thinking, creative prayer treatment, in in combination with. Okay? There are books out there called Spontaneous Remission, where people have had spontaneous remissions of cancer, where it was there 1 minute and the next minute it wasn't. Okay? And that is sometimes it is due to prayer. And there is good clinical research in your immune system and stress. And so if you're constantly worrying about a condition, you are suppressing your immune system, which then allows the condition to get worse. When you focus on other things, including perfect health, and you are not stressing and worrying about the situation, then you are supporting your immune system and allowing your immune system to do its job. Okay? That's what he said. So, I think he had kind of I've got good science to back up what I'm saying. The science wasn't there when he said what he said. Or it was just the beginnings of the science. So, I do fully believe that in any kind of treatment that we are doing, prayer, affirmative prayer, creative thinking, all of that is definitely supportive. But I'm not going to say that it's the only thing. I'm not going to say that. That would be medical malpractice. So, you got to do what you got to do. But here is what I'm going to say. Affirmative prayer is definitely something that can be added to whatever it is that you are doing. It absolutely cannot hurt, and it will help. It will help. There's good clinical research that it will help. So that is what his food for thought is. And now I can say definitively there is clinical research to back what his food for thought said. So, all right? And you can take it for what it is my opinion, but there's good clinical research to back it up, so you can take it for what it's worth. Feel free to look into it. All right. I'm going to move on into the process of my day. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day. It's Monday. I enjoy Mondays. I like the start of the work week. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great Monday. Hey, let's get this week started off on the good foot. Cuddle your fur babies, drink plenty of water, go dance in the rain if you get it, because apparently we've got chances of rain every day. We'll see if we actually get any. Stay out of the thunderstorms if you get any of those days. Make sure you sit down and rest day. Take care of yourself day. Do something just for yourself day. And eat something really amazing day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, I get it, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time. You are spirit in motion, God in action, and as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. Okay? Like a sapling. Okay? Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. As I said, moving into the process of my day. Reverend David should be on sometime this afternoon. I'll be back with you around 9:15 tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved always. And I will see you next time.